It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders, leader at quarterback. He's fifth in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. It's the Commanders and the Falcons on Thursday night.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go on Thursday night. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touch. And he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Finds the in route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
And they did get last week, but instead of being a player you win because of, this quarterback was a player they won in spite of. A lot of issues taking care of the football that canceled out, really, the good he did on the field. He knows they were fortunate to get the dub and carry some momentum into this week, and you know he wants to play better.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. A.J. Terrell making that stop. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's the gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Finds his target, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Commanders will go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Cut near the goal line. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking for a throw here. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up 6-0 here in the first. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Robinson on the inside give. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 41. Finds him on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds him over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. And like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So now here's 3rd and 5. They send a man in motion. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 27. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. They give to Harris from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. They're running the option short side. And finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. No slated downs to approach here from the 40. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they bring him down around the 34. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Back to the well again. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Gets him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Falcons and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Looking to throw on 1st and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well.
And they will score! Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take a 20-zip lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
All right, so wipe the touchdown away. He did not make the catch. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked up.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Option design here. Oh, stiff arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Another chance for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 24-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. His return makes it up to the 25. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete right side to Washington. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. Complete over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the lead to 21.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Throwing from the gun here. Finds a seam down the middle. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Throwing from the gun. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's got London left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Ethan Evans on down to punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. Pass play coming here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a gain of 22. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They are throwing it again. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create...
And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. That is the halfway point here on Thursday night. Now we'll send you across town to the Creative Village in our studios for Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas, a glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Evans now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again.
Falcons 3.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And now it's second down. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Staying with Robinson. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
On now comes their punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Flushed out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes, and they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Falcons will take over. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They send a receiver in motion right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Well, Brock, their passing game has been the highlight for them offensively so far. 3 touchdowns and a whole lot of good plays beyond that.
And Ken, I think what we've seen is an offense who's reading the same book as the defense, just a few chapters ahead. Each time the defense tries to make an adjustment, the go. Lesser passing games would have had some serious trouble trying to keep up with this pace.
It's Harris on the option. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
6 defensive backs out there. Falcons in the dime on 3rd. Man in motion out of the slot. 3rd and long for him here. Pitts brings it in.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one's complete to London. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right up the gut. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. Here comes their offense out again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. and he's brought down for a loss. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. All right, here we go. Second down. Now motion him out of the backfield. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 39. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. First down, he'll throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's a pickup of 7 yards, and it takes us to the end of our 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Falcons football, but here in the 4th, that lead might be too much to overcome. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Stays in. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right, hopefully hit the field next week.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. They'll run here on first down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10, give to Harris. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun here. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down read option. He keeps it running right. And they're going to bring him down at the 39-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Setting up a throw. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He's got Harris. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Quick slant complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tack on 7 more to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now they send their back in motion right. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. If you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. That one intended for Drake London. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Commanders getting closer to a 7-0 start. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Orlando.